Mrs. Hahn is back. I am doing better today, so my voice is pretty much back to normal. So hopefully we'll be able to get through this reading today. Today is a great day to sit and read or listen to a book because it's raining outside and it's not a lot you can do outside. So it's a good day to stay inside and get some reading done. So today we're going to read chapter 12 and 13. Chapter 12, I'm going to show you the picture. Chapter 12 is about Jason, it's called. So here we go. Jason had a small face and a big mouth. He had the second biggest mouth in Mrs. Jewls' class, and there were an awful lot of big mouths in that class. Mrs. Jewls, Jason called without raising his hand. Joy's chewing gum in class. Joy had the biggest mouth in Mrs. Jewls' class, and it was filled with gum. There was hardly even room for her tongue. Joy, I'm ashamed of you, said Mrs. Jewls. I'm afraid I'll have to put your name up on the board. That's okay, Mrs. Jewls, Jason called. I'll do it. Jason hopped out of his seat and wrote Joy's name on the blackboard under the word discipline. While he was up, Joy took a glob of gum out of her mouth and placed it on Jason's chair. Rondi and Allison giggled. Jason walked back from the blackboard to his desk and sat down. Mrs. Jewls, he called, I'm stuck. Rondi and Allison giggled again. Mrs. Jewls got angry. Joy, you're going home on the kindergarten bus today. Oh, good, said Todd. I'll have some company. If you remember, Todd's the one that always gets in trouble for not really doing anything and has to go home at noon every day. Todd went home on the kindergarten bus every day. That's what it says next. He could never seem to make it to 12 o'clock without getting into trouble 3 times. His name wasn't even up on the blackboard yet, but he knew that by 12 o'clock it would be up, checked, and circled. Mrs. Jewls, what am I going to do? I'm stuck. I'm going to have to stay here for the rest of my life, said Jason. Joy, tell Jason you're sorry, said Mrs. Jewls. I'm sorry, Jason, said Joy. Oh, that's okay, Joy, said Jason. I don't mind. Try to get up, Jason, said Mrs. Jewls. Jason tried. I can't, Mrs. Jewls, I'm stuck. Mrs. Jewls asked the 3 Erics to help. Eric Fry and Eric Ovens pulled Jason. Eric Bacon held the chair. Stop! You'll rip my pants! cried Jason. Rondi and Allison giggled. All right, said Mrs. Jewls. Let's try ice water. That should freeze the gum and make it less sticky. I'll go get some from Miss Mush. Miss Mush was the lunch teacher at Wayside School. She had the remarkable ability to undercook a dish and overcook it at the same time. Her specialty was a nice hot bowl of mud. She called it porridge. Jason looked at Rondi and Allison. No, Mrs. Jewls, don't leave me. Besides, Miss Mush's ice water is probably warm. Don't be silly, Jason, said Mrs. Jewls. I'm sure it will be at least as cold as her soups. Rondi and Allison leered at Jason, so they kind of stared at him. No, Mrs. Jewls, don't go, begged Jason. I'll be right back, Jason, said Mrs. Jewls. She went to Miss Mush for some ice water. As soon as Mrs. Jewls stepped out the door, Rondi and Allison jumped up from their seats and started to tickle Jason. He laughed until his hair turned purple. The girls got back to their seats just as Mrs. Jewls returned. Mrs. Jewls carried a big bucket of ice-cold water. Oh, no, please don't, no, Jason pleaded. We have no choice, said Mrs. Jewls. She threw the water all over him. Well, said Mrs. Jewls, try to get up. Jason was drenched. I'm wet and I'm cold and I'm still stuck. Oh, well, that didn't work, said Mrs. Jewls. At least we tried. Now, I guess we'll just have to cut your pants off. Rondi and Allison giggled. No, Mrs. Jewls, no, Jason screamed. I don't mind being stuck here. I'm real comfortable. Don't be silly, Jason, said Mrs. Jewls. Don't cut my pants, said Jason. The 3 Erics can carry you to the bathroom, said Mrs. Jewls. I'll ask Louis to call your mother. She can bring you a new pair of pants. The 3 Erics took hold of Jason's chair and turned him upside down. No, Mrs. Jewls, said Jason. Now I'll always have a place to sit down. I won't have to worry about finding a seat on the bus. The 3 Erics began to take him away. Wait, said Joy. Mrs. Jules, if I can get Jason unstuck, do I still have to go home in the kindergarten bus? All right, said Mrs. Jules. If you can somehow get Jason unstuck, you don't have to go home early. Don't trust her, Mrs. Jules, said Jason. He was still hanging upside down. I'll just kiss him, said Joy. No! Jason screamed. Don't let her kiss me, Mrs. Jules. Throw water on me, tickle me, cut off my pants, hang me upside down from the ceiling, but please don't let her kiss me. I'll just kiss him on the nose, said Joy. Well, we've got nothing to lose, Jason, said Mrs. Jules. Ooh, who would want to kiss Jason, said Allison. Jason hung helplessly upside down. Joy stepped up and kissed him on the nose. Jason fell out of the chair and hit his head on the floor. Rondi and Allison giggled. Darn, said Todd. Now I'll have to go home alone again. Joy erased her name from the blackboard. So why do you think that was the solution of all those different things they tried? What would you have tried? Have you ever sat in gum or stepped in gum? I sometimes step on it on the bottom of my shoe in the parking lot or something. How do you get it off? Probably not that way. All right, let's look at the next chapter. The next chapter, chapter 13, is called Rondi. And there she is. Check out her teeth. See what that's all about. Rondi. Rondi had 22 beautiful teeth. Everyone else had 24. Rondi was missing her 2 front teeth, and those were the most beautiful teeth of all. Your front teeth are so cute, said Mrs. Jules. They make you look just adorable. But Mrs. Jules, said Rondi, I don't have any front teeth. I know, said Mrs. Jules. That's what makes you so cute. Rondi didn't understand. Ooh, Rondi, I just love your 2 front teeth, said Mauricia. I wish I had some like that. But I don't have them, said Rondi. That's why I love them so much, said Mauricia. Oh, this is silly, said Rondi. Everybody thinks the teeth I don't have are cute. I'm not wearing a coat. Don't you all just love my coat? And what about my 3rd arm? I don't have one. Isn't it lovely? Oh, I love your hat, Rondi, said Joy. I'm not wearing a hat, Rondi screamed. That's what makes it so interesting, said Joy. Don't you think so, Leslie? Oh, yes, said Leslie. It's a very nice hat. Nice boots, too. I'm not wearing boots, Rondi insisted. Yes, said Joy. Very nice boots. They go so well with your hat. What hat? Asked Rondi. Yes, Leslie agreed. Rondi showed excellent taste by not wearing the hat or the boots. They go so well together. Rondi had had enough. She covered her head so nobody could see her hat. She put her feet under her desk so nobody could see her boots. Then she closed her mouth tightly so nobody could see her 2 front teeth. Suddenly, everybody who was sitting near her began to laugh. What's so funny? Asked Todd. The joke Rondi didn't tell, said Jason. Ask Rondi not to tell it again, Todd, said Calvin. Rondi, said Todd, don't tell it again. Rondi was horrified. She didn't know what to do. She kept her mouth shut and just stared at Todd. To her amazement, Todd laughed. Hey, everybody, called Todd. Listen to Rondi's joke. Rondi didn't say a word, but the rest of the class began to laugh. Mrs. Jules got very angry. She wrote Rondi's name on the blackboard under the word discipline. The classroom is not a place for jokes, she said. But Mrs. Jules, said Rondi, I didn't even tell a joke. Yes, I know, but the funniest jokes are the ones that remain untold. Okay, if that's what you want, then that's what you'll get. I'll really tell a joke. That way I won't disturb the class, and tomorrow I'll wear boots and a hat. Of course you won't like them as much as the ones I didn't wear today, but I better hurry up and tell my joke before you all start to laugh. There was a monkey sitting in a banana tree. He was very hungry. He knew that somewhere in the tree there was a magic banana, and that once he ate the banana, he wouldn't be hungry anymore. He ate one banana, that wasn't it. He ate another banana, that one wasn't it either. He was still hungry. Finally, after he ate his 10th banana, he wasn't hungry anymore. I knew I'd find it, he said. It's too bad I didn't eat that one first. I wouldn't have had to waste all those other bananas. Nobody laughed. Nobody had even listened to Rondi. Mrs. Jules was busy teaching arithmetic, and everybody else was paying strict attention. Rondi slapped herself in the face to make sure she was there. She was. The bell rang for recess. Rondi ran outside. She was very upset. Louis, the art teacher, saw her. Why the frown, Rondi? Come on, smile. Let me see your cute front teeth. Rondi screamed. She socked Louis in the stomach, then bit his arm with her missing teeth, and that kind of bite hurts the worst. Boy, Rondi had a really hard day, didn't she? Nothing was going her way. Nobody was believing her. That would be really frustrating. Well, I hope you don't have that hard of a day today. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.